Alright friends, today's the day we finally fixed the Hustler Raptor SD. The mounting brackets are fucked. I've thrown 3 rods in both sides, I've snapped both bolts. The back mounts are cracked on both sides. It's time. I was really hoping to get through the season with my weld job, but I was just going down, I went over a hill, I heard a snap violently, the whole rear end kicked out. I made another pass, broke me down last night in the middle of the field. Dead dragged her back into the garage with the Kubota, put another rod in it, stuck a leg. You won't believe this. Stuck a leg through, and it got me through. So yeah, I'm just waiting on the mounting kit to get here. I'm gonna start it tomorrow. I've got it jacked up, the deck's off, wheels are off. I washed it. But you can't tell. But yeah, if your mounting brackets are cracked and it's not working, this will be the video for you. All right, kits came in. This one came with instructions here with the part list. I went ahead, put everything apart. I've got my 2 big L brackets here. Way heavier gauge steel than what's on there now. Those ones actually look okay. It's all the little smaller stuff that's busted. So I'm gonna do my best to figure this out. I'm gonna record each, mounting bracket as I go, give you some tips. And yeah, right off the bat though, as I went ahead and separated everything. So I did notice I've got 3 6 tall ones with a big shoulder, and then 2 smaller ones. And I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of those. 6 of those, that makes more sense. 6 of those, and then a bunch of shorter ones. Nylocks for these little, whatever these are, 1/2 inch, and a whole pile of washers. So, all right, let's get into it. All right, that big flange bolt. I just kind of temped everything in, kind of loose. Pretty big drill bit. You usually have a set. Line these 2 up, just dummy-like. Screwed that in. That bolt to get on the back side is kind of tricky. I used a combo wrench to get at it, but it's pretty easy going. If you got little skinny hands like me, you can get in there with the wrench and hold it. But okay, I'm gonna probably go ahead and tighten this all up. I spray lubed in rear of this because I know some rust forming. Obviously from the years and years of just sitting in a wet location. All right, so getting the one that I broke and welded 50 times off, which is right here, okay, is not easy. There's a bolt here. This thing was on so tight I had to use a big impact to get that off. And the one on top was really tricky. Yeah, right in there. I don't know, you might not be able to see it. You'll never see it, but you gotta get under the mower. So you do gotta jack it up quite a bit. Let me install it. Hopefully I can line this up. I got a C-clamp. I'm going to try and force that bracket over, which has been bent over time. Right, I just pulled this leg out of it that I used to hold it together temporarily a couple nights ago. Another little tip too, when you're coming up this way to put the back side of this plate on, it's hard to get that top bolt. What I'm doing is I'm leaving my well, this one's not broken, but I'm leaving this piece off, and then you can really access the back side of these bolts better. Get your plate on, get a wrench on, hit your 9/16 up here, and then start going with your new bracket like that. All right, another tip here for that bracket that kind of wraps around, comes with the 3 holes, the triangle looking one. I had to get a C-clamp to actually push the bracket so my bolts would line up with the hydro. Putting the bolt down, I don't think I'll be able to get a nut on it, but I'll come off the C-clamp now and I'll be able to kind of suck it up into it. I kind of took a 9/16, started kind of threading it from the top down and lined up, gave it a love tap with what I can only describe as the most important hammer known to man, the mini hammer, ball peen, and tap tap. Bob Jonkel, Mary Jane. Hopefully you can see that, but that's how he's done there. I would definitely recommend leave those top 2 bolts kind of loose. Get your stuff in, get the C-clamp on it, wiggle it, get it all in, then send it home. Because there's a lot of I don't know, 1/4 inch of play, you know, between these two brackets to keep that hydro. You know, now I can see what happened. I've snugged it up and I actually kept my C-clamp on, and then I hit those top ones for that top, called the half moon bracket, and then it squared everything up. Anyways, keep it loose. You'll see what I mean. All right, my last bracket is installed. I want to give you a quick tip here, but so, you know, that's what I was dealing with for 2 years. This flange, though, this quarter, you know, this half moon thing, it is different. There are 2 different ones, but they have to go on a specific side, and to my knowledge, it wasn't labeled. The, you know, the shorter bolts here, they only go in one way, okay? So, for instance, how am I saying this? These only go in down to the hydros. You can orientate the one on the left side the wrong way, and then when you come over to the right side, you'll be screwed because there's hoses and it won't line up. Okay, so when you do get your 2 pieces, you go underneath. What you do is you actually take the bigger one, and make sure, so this one would go into the frame because this one's gone. This one will only accept the smaller bolt. All right, hopefully that makes sense to you. And yeah, just keep everything loose. I had to get the clamp on this side as well. Tap, tap, tap. I got the bolt in. I had to flip this one, unfortunately, have it going up. But I mean, it shouldn't be the end of the world. All right, guys, that's it for this video here. I'm not going to bother with the back brackets for mine. They're in good shape, and I got a lot of grass I got to cut. So yeah, hopefully this video helped you out. I wanted to get underneath the vehicle, you know, underneath the mower, and get the video, but it's just too tight. You'll see when you get there. Just leave everything loose. Those half moon things have to line up perfectly on the proper sides, and you know, you may need to drill a little extra because, like mine, I let it ride for so long. Things were so out of whack. C-clamps and jacks just to get things lined up so I can get the bolts in. Hopefully yours ain't that bad, but the mower's fixed. It's already tight just driving up and down the driveway, like totally different machine. So if you got the Hustler, definitely subscribe. You know, it's been a bit of a journey. That little issue was hilarious over the last couple of years, but we got her. We'll get the next one too. All right, take care.